The Nigerian internet is completely engulfed in a massive wave of excitement and heavy political speculation today, driven by a highly viral headline that has been circulating non-stop across social media platforms. The bold headline screaming that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been vindicated in a new appeal court breakthrough has sent millions of his loyal supporters into an absolute frenzy, especially across the southeast region. For a man whose continued detention has completely altered the political and economic landscape of the nation, any news carrying the word vindicated is bound to create a digital earthquake. However, as responsible citizens who rely on absolute facts rather than just social media excitement, it is incredibly important that we dive deep into the actual court documents to understand exactly what is happening in the corridors of justice this March 2026. While the viral headlines suggest an immediate release or a total overturning of his sentence, the factual reality on the ground is that Kanu's elite legal team has just launched one of the most aggressive and meticulously detailed legal counterattacks in recent Nigerian history, and the momentum is certainly shifting. To truly understand why his supporters are calling this a massive breakthrough, we have to look back at the heavy blow dealt to the IPOB leader late last year. In November 2025, Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja handed down a devastating life imprisonment sentence on terrorism-related charges, simultaneously ordering that Kanu be transferred to a maximum security facility in Sokoto. Since that ruling, the political space has been incredibly tense, but behind the scenes, Kanu's legal representatives were quietly building a massive appellate arsenal. Early last month, specifically on February the 4th, 2026, his legal team officially stormed the Court of Appeal in Abuja with a staggering 22 grounds of appeal, and this is exactly where the current narrative of a breakthrough is coming from. Kanu's lawyers are boldly arguing before the appellate judges that the trial court completely violated the fundamental principles of criminal procedure, rendering the life sentence legally defective. One of the heaviest arguments they are presenting, which has given his supporters massive hope, is the claim that the trial judge completely denied Kanu the right of allocutus. In standard legal terms, allocutus is the mandatory opportunity given to a convicted defendant to directly address the court and plead for leniency or explain why the maximal sentence should not be applied before the gavel finally comes down. His legal team is fiercely arguing that skipping this crucial judicial step is a fatal error that automatically voids the life sentence. Furthermore, the appeal documents boldly claim that Kanu was actually convicted under a law that had already been repealed, and that the judgment was delivered while his vital bail application was still actively pending before the court. As we continue to break down the massive implications of this 22-ground appeal and look at how the federal government is preparing to counter these heavy legal arguments, I want to take a very quick moment to invite you into our growing community of informed citizens. If you truly appreciate receiving these highly detailed, factual, and completely unfiltered legal and political updates without any fake news, please take just one quick second right now to smash that like button. Liking this video is the absolute best way to help the YouTube algorithm share this crucial reality-based information with millions of other patriotic Nigerians who deeply care about the justice system. Also, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell immediately. We dedicate our time every single day to tracking these vital national stories, and your wonderful support is exactly what empowers us to keep bringing you the exact truth behind the biggest headlines. Moving right back into the intricate details of this legal battle, Kanu's current appeal is seeking a complete reversal of his fortunes. He is not just asking for a reduction in his sentence, he has specifically requested an order from the Honorable Court of Appeal to quash all the counts on which he was convicted, reverse the life sentence entirely, and officially discharge and acquit him. The confidence radiating from his legal team is the primary reason why terms like breakthrough and vindication are currently dominating the internet. His lawyers firmly believe that the procedural errors made during the November 2025 trial are so glaring that the appellate judges will have no choice but to throw the entire conviction out the window. On top of that, Kanu has made a very strong request to be physically present at the appeal hearings, with indications that he might even choose to argue parts of the case himself. This unprecedented move shows a man who is ready to fiercely defend his innocence on the national stage, far removed from his current isolation in the Sokoto Correctional Center. However, the legal journey ahead is still heavily contested. While his supporters celebrate the brilliance of this new appeal, legal experts caution that the Court of Appeal will rigorously examine every single argument, and the federal government's prosecutors will undoubtedly fight tooth and nail to ensure the original life sentence is upheld. The stakes have absolutely never been higher, as the outcome of this appeal will not only determine the fate of one man, but could also dictate the future security and political stability of the entire Southeast region. This incredibly tense judicial showdown brings us to a very deep and important national conversation, and I genuinely want to hear your personal, highly detailed thoughts on this matter. When you look at the 22 grounds of appeal filed by his legal team, especially the argument about the denial of allocutors and the alleged use of a repealed law, do you firmly believe that the Court of Appeal will find these errors significant enough to completely overturn Justice Omotosho's life sentence? Do you feel that this massive legal push is the genuine breakthrough that will finally secure Nnamdi Kanu's freedom, or do you think the appellate court will ultimately uphold the decision of the Federal High Court regardless of these procedural arguments? Please take a few moments right now to go straight down into the comment section and type out your full, honest opinion. Your unique perspective is an incredibly vital part of this massive ongoing national conversation about the integrity of our justice system, the reality of political trials, and how we can finally achieve lasting peace and fairness in our beloved country.